Thank you. I think at the end of this exercise, we have to look for an allowance to replace some of your shoes as well.
Thank you.
You see, we're all inside the rain boots, and it's almost like a new leg. But we thank you very much. We've been on like a 3-hour tour. We've gone to a few of our major channels. We've seen a lot of the tributaries and some of the discharge points. We started all the way from Ogombo. You know, we came all the way from Ikota River to Ogombo, and we saw the extent of the overflow. Extremely very wet land, which the decompile there has to be raised up, but more importantly, because of the volume of water, it overflows on the left and on the right. But you could see that it was the wet land and the natural cause of water. We also saw at the Monastery another tributary, which we also saw that the bridge, which is like the decompile, is still very much in place, but because of the volume of water, and you saw that swarm buggies were already walking on that corridor, clearing all of the water hyacinth there, and you could see that it was flowing, but it's still a consequence of the volume and measurement of water. And here again, towards Ibeju-Lekki town, Gbetu-Iwerekun, which is another tributary, right? This one is supposed to continue and go all the way, pass through Eti-Osa and eventually discharge into the Lekki Lagoon, which is almost towards the free trade zone. So what, gentlemen, because what you can see, what we have been very intentional about the corridors we have taken you to, is to see that water flows in natural channel. Lagos, when we say Lagos is surrounded by water, several tributaries. We've seen that some of these tributaries are not only natural, but they've been in existence way before. I'm told, even here today now, that from Lekki Lagoon, this same water you see, several decades ago, you can actually log and go all the way to Morocco. All the way to Morocco. So these are natural waters that have been part of the Lagos story. But over the years, what we've also seen is we've seen constriction, we've seen development that have come to meet the natural body of water. We've seen development coming around, and in some places, we've saw from our drone, there's constriction, meaning that people that do not have approval, during the approval also, have restricted the flow of this water in some places, right? And in some other places, because of natural desilting, it has, they will have settled in. That's why we need to come regularly to come and desilt and excavate and evacuate so that there can be flow of it. In all of the journey we have seen today, there is a natural occurrence, there's also a human factor out of it. But I think the volume of water that was recorded in the last 3-4 weeks in Lagos are largely due to natural occurrence. And nature will always take its course. But it's important for me that between the last 2 days, when there's a slowdown of the rain, for us to come out and see where we need to do additional drainage improvement and additional investment in building, clear water channel. Here where we're standing now, we need to come back here at some point before the end of it and come and raise the decompile so that the height will be higher, right, and that the water can flow even a lot more. The other thing is that the swarm buggies that are walking down will get here at some point to ensure that the size of the body of water is maintained. Once all of that is maintained, at least on this corridor, the water will eventually find itself to the Lekki Lagoon or into the main lagoon at some point, right, or to Lagos Lagoon. Fidges, you can see buildings at the back there. Ikota River coming. right? What you can see coming from here is Chevron all the way from Lekki Epe Expressway. Up until 2 weeks ago, some unscrupulous people blocked this channel completely. You saw it on social media, and so that caused a lot of flooding into Ajiron, Chevron and Chevy Estate and all of this area over the last 2 weeks. But thankfully, government has been here, and we've seen that this shouldn't have happened in the first place. And you can see that we're through the entire channel all the way to the lagoon. This is another body of water that will give relief to this large channel that is coming. And at the back there, where those white is another channel all the way from Ikota River that will go and discharge onto the lagoon. So there are 2 outlets that you're seeing here that are going to discharge onto the lagoon, and we believe these 2 solutions will significantly relieve some of the pressures we are seeing, even from the other side, all the way from Orchid, all the way from Mega Mode, all the way from Oshapa, London. This is where you see the exit onto the lagoon. Kanajiko, so you can see the exit up onto the lagoon. So thankfully, the work is going. You can see the buggies, you can see all of them working. It's really around ensuring that we can completely bring a lasting solution to our residents in the entire neighborhood. There's still a lot of work to be done. We're going to build, a deck compare, which is like a bridge, on that side further down. And to access all of this land, there's also going to be another deck compare, so that underneath we'll have big rings, of body of water that will ensure that this place is permanently deflooded of today or future, challenges all around this place. Thank you very much. You've seen it. Thank you.